Hey friends, what's up? Last week of January, getting stuff going. We've got 40 plus degree days for the last 2 or 3 days. We looks like we've got some 50s going at least for the next week or so. So that is the perfect time here in Zone 6 in Northeast Kansas to get our butts in gear and get started thinking about the growing season for 2025. I've got some stuff downstairs in the grow room going, some salanovas, some flowers, some herbs and stuff like that. But we've got to start thinking about other stuff that's going to take months in the ground to get going. You guys do know I am in my small tunnel, which is a 12-foot wide by 32-foot long Bootstrap Farmer DIY tunnel. This one here we did have allocated for seed propagation and seed starting and stuff. We never used it as that. It's too big. We really need to be more like halfway, probably about 15 foot, 20 foot long at the most. I've got a room set up downstairs in my basement that's perfect for humidity and temperature wise. That seems to do really good for us. So we have turned this tunnel into a small growing tunnel. I say that. This tunnel works perfect for some smaller greens that we don't sell a lot of, that we do sell some, but I don't want to put in the big tunnel because we don't sell that much. So these beds are 30 foot long, 30 inches wide, just your standard market bed, but they're only 30 foot long. So that gives me 90 feet of growing bed space in here. Works out perfect to grow things like carrots, radishes, kales, anything like that that we don't want to take up a whole tunnel for, but we do want to provide some of that to our markets. So what I am doing is, I got a new toy. I got a broad fork, finally, thanks to my friends at Bootstrap Farmer. They sent this to me, and I am highly appreciative of that. I've always wanted one, just never had the funds to, and Bootstrap Farmer and I are going to do some collabs this year, and we're going to do a lot of things together. So they sent me out one of these to try, to see what I think, because you guys do know I've been using a potato fork that my dad gave me, and it works great. It's about twice as slow, and it's hard on the feet because you really don't have a space to put your feet. But with this broad fork here, it really has a lot of room here, and the tines are probably a good 10 inches long. So as I'm standing on that and I'm getting that into the ground here, as you can see, I'm rocking it back and forth. I'm getting a good 8 to 10 inches of penetration into this bed here. And yeah, so what we're doing is, what a broad fork does, and why I'm doing this is, if you've got compacted soils, which in this tunnel I do not. This tunnel's got a lot of compost and a lot of black dirt, which is good dirt in here. But I really do want to get this brown ground broken up for things like carrots. Carrots are going to grow straight and long as they don't hit any obstacles. They hit rocks, they hit tree roots, they hit clay. They tend to go out sideways. And that's a no bueno when we sell them at the market. People don't want to buy those type of carrots. Those are the ones we always say for us, for our eating enjoyment, or our friends to give it away, or animals or something like that. But you know, us giving food away does not grow this market for us, or does not make us any money. So we want to grow the longest, straightest carrots as possible. So a broad fork is going to help this achieve that goal this year. So I'm going to go ahead and get this finished, getting this broad forked, and then we are going to move on to the next step. I am glad that you guys joined us for 2025. It's kind of hard putting content out in the winter time, unless it's seed starting stuff, because it's really not a whole lot to do out here. We did get about, I think I measured 28 inches of snow like 3 weeks ago when that big storm came through. I've still got probably 3-foot drifts out here still. We had, if you guys follow us on Instagram, which I hope you do, at Kansas Garden Guy, you'll see on that one Bootstrap Farmer tunnel over there, we had 9-foot drift on the other side of that tunnel. It's crazy, the snow that we got. We have not seen snow in this area like that since I was a kid. I've lived here my whole life. I will be 52 years old in a couple weeks, and we have lived here my whole life, and I cannot remember when we have had that much snow. I think the city of Topeka, which is our closest, biggest city, I think they said the snowfall that we did have like 3 weeks ago is the 4th largest in Topeka history. And Topeka's been around since the mid 1800s. So if that tells you anything, how much snow there was, we haven't seen snow like that in a while. It was pretty good to get snow like that. Like I said, when I was a kid, we used to play in it all the time, but we just haven't had anything like that in a while. It's always good to get some good snow. We definitely needed the moisture. That'll help the yard, help the grass and stuff grow. And hopefully the cold weathers that we had a bunch of negative temperatures. Hopefully those negative temperatures will kill off some of these stupid pests that we fight with in the garden and just give us a hand. I'm gonna get done with this. I'll catch up with you guys in a minute. All right, just like that. We got radishes in. Let's get this thing switched over to carrots. All right, just like that. This tunnel is seeded. Got 4 rows of carrots in that bed, 4 rows of carrots in this bed, 5 rows of French breakfast radishes in this bed. Now, it looks a little quirky when you use the jang because you've got to think ahead. I know with these carrots, I want to put drip tape in here. So that's the reason why there's only 4 rows, because I'm going to use this thick row here between number 1 and number 2 and number 3 and number 4 to lay a piece of drip tape in there. So after I get my initial watering, you know carrots do need a lot of water and a lot of humidity to grow. And if they do get any freezing temperatures, these guys may or may not pop up. This variety of carrots that I got from Johnny's this year is a early carrot. They say you can plant it in late winter to early spring. It likes cold temperatures. It will germinate in cold temperatures. That's the reason why I tried this one. Usually I go with a Romance as my carrot. They're out of those right now, so I'm trying something different to see if I could kickstart my season a little bit earlier. That's gonna be it for me today. You guys got to hang out for a little bit and see what I'm doing here, but I've got other tunnels to get going. You know, all these tunnels right now are ready to go. So there is a link gonna be in the description if you guys are looking for any seed starting equipment, the jang, broad fork, anything, high tunnels, anything like that. I always get asked, how do we help the channel? That's how you help the channel, is you follow us by subscribing, liking our videos, watching our videos, and also using the links below that we're affiliated with, and that we get a little kickback from that. So that's what I use to keep producing these videos. Anyway, guys, I will see you on the next one, and happy gardening. Oh, these old legs. Oh.